Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kaylee, and today we're on my island Ember for another hard mode challenge video. Today, the king has finally arrived and we have Flick on our island. And if you haven't seen my other hard mode challenge videos, I may have a few bugs. So I'm really hoping today we can make some decent money by selling a ton of our bugs to Flick. But let's get right into it. In order to track how much we make today, I'm depositing all of my bells into the ABD, which gives us a starting amount of 995,636 bells. So at the end of the day, I'll deposit all of our earnings and we can see how much I made. Also, as a little disclaimer, I have donated the first of every bug I've caught so far, so if we catch any of these today, I am allowed to sell them to Flick, but I just wanted to let you know I am following the rules of hard mode. I'm going to start this process by selling all of the bugs I've already caught so far, so these are all the bugs in my house and in my storage, and then I'll spend the rest of my day hunting and catching new ones to sell. As you can see, my house is being taken over by all the bugs and the fish I've caught up to this point, so I was pretty desperate for either Flick or CJ to come visit my island, and I actually used to have all the bugs and fish around my island, but my game started to lag when I was running around, so I had to move them all to my house and in my storage. But I took this pocket over to Flick to sell, and this earned us 34,000 bells, which I think is going to be about the average of each pocket we sell. Also, I don't know if this happens to everyone, but it took me a good few minutes to even find Flick when I first logged into my game today. I wish they stayed closer to the plaza because I was literally running around the whole island to find him, and I ran around like a few times. But here I am bringing over our second pocket full of bugs, and these were worth a little bit more this time, so Flick gave us 41,000 bells. That means so far we've made a total of 75,000 bells from Flick. And you might have thought at this point I would be done selling the ones I had in storage, but you're wrong because I have this whole other room full of them. And then I also have some in storage. I actually had to increase the size of my house just so I could store all the bugs and fish that I've caught. This pocket actually earns us the least with 29,000, but it does officially put us over 100,000 bells earned. After a few more back and forth trips from my house to Flick, we're in our last pocket full from my storage. This means we can now just focus on catching new ones for the day. Luckily, I have a big field of flowers on my island since I've been trying really hard to breed the black and green flowers that I can use to decorate with. This is perfect because a lot of the bugs that you can catch during this time of year actually spawn on the flowers, and a few of them actually spawn specifically for hybrid flowers. This will make catching bugs a little bit easier, so we will probably be spending most of our day in this area on my island today. I also went around catching all the wasps since each day you get 5 on your island and Flick will pay you almost 4,000 bells for each of them. Sadly, I missed the last one, so I get to walk around with this big giant puffy eye all day. So not only did I lose out on 4,000 bells, but I get a constant reminder of my failure. After what seemed like hours, we finally had another pocket full of bugs for Flick. I don't know about you, but time seems to move slower when all you're doing is catching bugs. You just have to sit and wait for them to spawn. They're not like fish, you don't get any bug bait. And this inventory gets us another 32,000 bells. After this whole day of catching bugs and selling them, I think moving forward I'm just going to focus on diving. I feel like I can catch a whole pocket full of sea creatures faster and earn about the same amount for a full inventory. Plus, I don't have to keep them in my storage since I can just sell them in the deposit box. Also, if you play hard mode, you know you have to do group stretching every day, but I wanted to include this clip because I thought Flick doing the stretching was just so cute. He is definitely one of my favorite NPCs. I think between him and Leaf, they're both probably tied for first place for me. After a while, I was getting pretty bored of catching the same bugs over and over again, so I actually time traveled to the nighttime for a change of scenery. There are also a few pricey bugs that spawn at nighttime, like I think on my first island like back in March 2020, I paid off my home loans just by catching the man-face stink bugs and selling those. I will say though that these might get you a little bit more money when you sell them, but there are definitely fewer of them, so overall I think for the time spent it would be around the same outcome. But after breaking and crafting a bunch of nets and several trips to Flick, I was finally ready to call it the end of the day. So I took my last few bugs to Flick, and you could tell I was pretty tired because I didn't even finish this inventory. But at least we were able to earn another 9,000 bells. After selling my last bunch, I headed straight to the ABD to see how much we made today. So this number will include all the bugs I had in my storage already, and then all of the bugs I caught today. But our total in the bank came out to 1,347,656 bells, which means today we earned 352,020 bells. Again, not sure if this is really worth it. I'll probably stick to diving moving forward. But that's the end of the video. Thanks so much for watching. Before you leave, make sure to give the video a like, comment, and to subscribe to my channel. If you watched to the end, let me know who your favorite NPC is. Like I said before, mine is tied between Flick and Leaf. Bye, friends!